Have you run out of ports on your laptop or your desktop and are looking out to purchase a new USB hub? Today we are going to have a look at a USB hub by TP-Link. So this is a 7-port USB hub and it's a powered hub. Now what does powered mean? In addition to the USB cable that is provided to connect your hub to your PC, you also get an AC adapter that provides power to the USB hub. Sometimes in case of USB hubs, when you're connecting multiple hard drives, enough power is not provided by the single USB cable you have used to connect the hub to your PC. In such scenarios, a powered hub is very useful since the power is supplied by an external DC adapter. So let's quickly look at what this USB hub provides and then get right into testing. So the USB hub, as you can see, comes with 7 ports on the front, all of which are USB 3.0. 3 of the ports are charging ports and they provide a maximum of 1.5 amperes, which means that you can connect 3 devices in parallel and they will charge at 1.5 ampere at the same time. Now this may not be the fastest charger on the market, but it's certainly not the slowest. So for devices that do provide fast charging, this is going to be helpful. On the back of the USB hub, you have the power input connection as well as the USB cable connection. Now this port is capable of running without the provided adapter, which means you can connect it to the PC without using the external power cable. Till the time you are using devices such as keyboard, mouse or pen drives, you should be okay since these devices do not require a lot of power to run. But as soon as you connect multiple external hard drives, you will need to provide power through the external adapter because some hard drives may not work without that. At the top, you have a simple on-off button which simply enables or disables the USB hub as a whole. I have with me 4 devices, 2 pen drives and 2 external hard drives, all of which are USB 3. To test the USB hub, we are going to connect each of them individually and transfer a 1 gig file from the hard drive or the external device onto the PC so that we get the maximum read speeds. We are going to repeat this process 3 times for each and average out the time that it takes to transfer the 1 gig file. Then we are going to connect all the 4 devices, that is 2 hard drives and 2 pen drives, simultaneously to the USB hub and transfer the same file in parallel from all the 4 devices to the PC to see whether all the 4 devices are able to saturate the bandwidth of USB 3 or not. If it's a true USB 3 device, the bandwidth of USB 3.0, that is around 5 Gbps, should be enough to allow all the 4 devices to parallelly transfer the file without going into any bottleneck. So we should be able to get maximum speed across all the 4 devices. So without wasting any time, let's get right to it. To test out the USB hub, I am going to transfer 1 gig file from each of the connected devices onto the PC. The PC is not going to become a bottleneck in this test since I am going to be transferring the files onto an internal NVMe drive, which is a Silicon Power Gen 3 500 gig SSD. For the results to be accurate and reproducible, I am going to be using a batch script which I have written for copying the file from the external device onto my PC. This way I can rerun the batch script and get an average of 3 runs. These batch scripts will also allow me to trigger the copy on all the 4 devices in parallel with a single click, so that the results are accurate. So this is how the batch script looks like. So I start off by noting the exact time in milliseconds at which the script has started the copy. Then I copy the file from each of the external devices onto a temp folder and then I echo the end time and then the script exits. So I have created a script for each of the E, F, G and H devices that are connected to my PC. So first I'm going to trigger the runs individually 3 times for each of the devices and then I'm going to trigger all the runs in parallel so that we can measure if the bandwidth has been saturated or not. So now that the tests have completed, let's figure out if the USB 3.0 bandwidth provided by this USB hub is enough to drive 4 devices in parallel or not. Clearly, as you can see for yourselves, the hard drives are not impacted at all by parallel transfers. This is due to the fact that hard drives generally are very slow as compared to pen drives, which are solid-state devices. In comparison, you can see that one of the pen drive is slowed down by 10%, whereas the other one is impacted by at least 20%. While these percentages may seem big to you, we must keep in mind that in real life it is very rare that we will be using 4 devices in parallel connected to a hub and transferring huge files at the same time. At any given time, a person may be using 1 or 2 or at max 3 devices and may not be using all of them at the same time. In conclusion, the TP-Link 7-port USB hub is an excellent choice for someone who is looking to expand the USB ports that are available to him. It performed admirably, allowing 4 devices in parallel to perform to their maximum bandwidth. I got this hub from Amazon and it was available for a price of around 1600 rupees under offer. While the hub is available for a price of around 1800 rupees at the time of shooting this video, you may find an offer for this USB hub for a price of around 1500, at which point this may be the best USB hub which you can buy at that price point. I hope this testing gave you good information as to how this device performs. Let me know in the comments below if you are planning on purchasing this device. Do like this video if you found it helpful and subscribe to my channel for more such in-depth testing and review of tech products. I'll see you in the next video.